What's poppin', Attack Squad? It's your boy SatAttack. Y'all see the title. I'm gonna be back to what if you swallow a spider? Bro, if y'all know me, I hate spiders, bro. But if y'all haven't noticed, bro, I just got a green screen. Still trying to learn how to use that shit. I ain't gonna lie. That shit kind of weird. We're gonna get straight into it, but if you enjoyed that, subscribe at the live road to 2,000. So let's get straight to it.
Australia. In this country, you can
I
find
fucking
the
hate
world's
spiders, bro.
largest crocodile in an ordinary puddle. Countless bats spread deadly diseases. Earthworms in this country reach colossal sizes, and there are so many flies that they're almost
That's so
constantly
gross, bro. I
landing
hate
on people.
insects.
Every day, you run the risk of
Bugs
finding
and
a
shit.
poisonous snake in your wash basin that got there
Snake?
through a
Oh my
pipeline.
goodness.
But the main Australian nightmare is spiders. People with arachnophobia will find this country a living hell. After all, only here can you see a similar picture when you want to go to the toilet or take a bath. But
That's
don't worry,
gross.
although such
I move myself over a little bit.
occur, deadly animals are extremely rare in cities. Only a few people die from the same types of spider bites each year. Every hospital has an antidote for their poison. Over the past 13 years, 41,000 cases of people being bitten by poisonous animals and insects have been recorded. Only 64 people have died. It's much more likely to die from an accidentally falling brick than from a spider bite. Now imagine that luck wasn't on your side and you still came across the most venomous spider.
I have been bit by a spider twice. If you haven't seen this story, I dropped in my other.
You swallowed it. Would you be
I dropped in my other videos
survive?
about insects.
If you accidentally
I might put it
swallow
on
a
here again.
spider, for example, while dreaming, nothing bad will happen to you. Spider venom is dangerous if it gets directly into the bloodstream. Its molecule is very long and poorly absorbed by the body.
I thought this was gonna be a crazy video. If it's gonna be okay, then it's good.
Proteins in the poison, after which it becomes inert, harmless, and easily excreted. There's a myth that every year a person, on average, swallows 6 spiders, but there are no confirmed facts about this. In any case, try not to swallow spiders, especially if you have stomach problems and don't want to spend the whole night in the bathroom. The real danger comes when a spider bites you. The consequences of a bite can be very unpleasant. Although Australia is famous for exotic animals, it remains the safest country for tourism, unlike, for example, India, Africa, and South America. The world's most venomous spider lives in Brazil. Its name is the Brazilian wandering spider. You would most likely die from its bite within 20 to 30 minutes.
Damn.
Do you think these spiders live somewhere in the rainforest? It's not so. The wandering spider likes to visit people and settle in old attics. Within 20 minutes, the venom of the wandering spider causes symptoms of intoxication.
Why is it on someone's arm?
The venom of the wandering
Why you got it on your arm? If that's
spider causes symptoms of intoxication, paralysis of the respiratory muscles, and severe pain in the body. If you are bitten by this individual, you feel something like this. Your head feels like a balloon. Your chest constricts, preventing you from breathing.
No way. That's some movie type shit right
pressure
there.
skyrockets. You feel your heart
That
pounding.
legit
The
fucking
feeling of near death becomes
headache?
more apparent than ever before.
Your
A
head
wandering
explodes?
spider usually doesn't attack first, but only defends itself when startled. In general, it doesn't like human flesh that much, but it likes bananas, for which it received a second name, banana spider. So if you decide to buy a crate of bananas somewhere in South America, be careful. If you're already scared enough of the banana spider's lethality, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Almost every hospital has an antidote. So if you're bitten, quickly wash the wound with soap, apply cold compression, and call an ambulance. Try to describe the appearance of the spider to the doctors over the phone so that you can get the right antidote as quickly as possible. Lie down on the sofa, place the bite point below the level of the heart, and try not to move. The sooner the doctors arrive, the less likely it will be fatal. The venom of a wandering spider can be useful. For example, it's
Wait, I thought this shit was. What if you swallow a spider, bruh? This is all talking about all type of
used to
shit.
treat impotence.
I
But
ain't no
this doesn't
spiders.
mean,
I
dear
ain't
man,
spider
that you should
history.
specifically look for this spider
Look,
and
you
let
gotta
it
if
bite
you
you
swallowed
if you
it.
don't want to die prematurely. No matter how big and venomous the spider is, most often a person shouldn't panic and worry. After all, there's an antidote to the poison of the deadliest specimens. But there are species, the bites of which nothing can save you from. Look at these spiders and tell us which one you think is the most terrible and deadly.
I feel like it's a trick question. It's gonna be this one.
A tarantula, Goliath bird eater, orb weaver, or a small six-eyed sand spider? The correct answer is the sand
I
spider.
told you. I
This
knew it was a
baby
trick question. I knew it was a trick
will
question,
kill
bro.
you in half an hour.
Teachers used to do that
and
shit all the
there's
time.
no antidote to its bite. The
ain't
size in
stupid.
this case doesn't matter. A big spider doesn't mean a dangerous spider. For example,
It just
tarantula
is.
venom
Goddamn, she got a
doesn't
whole ass
pose any
beard.
danger
Trying
to
to be like
humans.
me.
A Goliath bird eater can cause convulsions and fever, but it never causes death. A
What about the
blister
Black
will appear
Widow?
at the site of the
I always heard of it
bite,
as a kid.
which disappears within a day. But an encounter with the small six-eyed spider causes necrosis of the tissues around the bite, destroys blood vessels, and almost guarantees death. A creature with a body of less than an inch and legs up to 2 inches can kill you in just a couple of hours. And you can't do anything.
Damn.
Fortunately, this species lives only in African and South American deserts. People come across it so rarely that there are no confirmed mortality
Damn, that shit
statistics.
camouflage
In any
it.
case, walking through the Sahara,
Should blend
you
it in.
shouldn't play with this creature if you want to return from the trip alive. There's an even smaller spider
I ain't fucking with no
bite
spider,
causes
bro.
extensive necrosis,
I'm shooting that
rotting,
shit.
and destruction of the skin. Its length is only half an inch, and its name is Lacacellus
Why ain't coming for no
tenochtitlan,
spider
in
lesson,
honor
bro?
of
I
the
want to know what
ancient
happened.
capital
Clearly
of the
nothing happened. You already
Aztecs,
said
on
it,
the
but like,
territory of which
why you gonna make
it
a
was
last-minute
first
video?
found. The spider lives only in Mexico and often gets into people's homes. Although its
Often?
bite isn't fatal, you may well lose an
I
entire
better know.
limb if you don't consult a
just some
doctor in
spiders,
time.
bro.
And here's another spider that can kill you even if the doctors are around. The famous black widow. A whole
Oh, that's
genus
what I'm
of
saying. That's what I was wondering. Black Widow, bro. I heard this shit. I always heard this shit as a kid.
time. And here's another spider that can kill you even if the doctors are
Oh shit, I didn't know it looked like that. What the fuck? She look like a ladybug.
around. The famous black widow. A whole genus of spiders is called widows because the female eats the male after mating. In medicine, there's
Female
an
eats the
antidote
male?
because the female eats the male after mating. In medicine, there's an antidote to the poison of the black widow. But there are cases when even medical help won't save you from death. In rare cases, black widow venom provokes a syndrome called latrodectism. While the pain after the bite can go away in half an hour, the first symptoms of latrodectism may appear 6 hours later when you least expect them. It all starts with a burning pain in the place where you were bitten. As time passes, the pain moves to the nearest muscles and the rest
Tell me
of
this shit. Tell me this shit only exists like not close to not in Cali or some shit.
As time passes, the pain moves to the nearest muscles and the rest of the body.
Damn.
The pain is so severe that it can be confused with a myocardial infarction or heart attack, and a terrible grimace of fear appears
Fuck
on the
Black
victim's
Widow.
face, the so-called latrodectic face. Symptoms can last up to several days. Science is aware of only 3 cases of death from this syndrome. In the year 2017,
Where does it
Australian
exist?
scientists concluded there was no effective way on Earth to relieve the symptoms of a black widow bite. Although the death
Dude, that better get. Oh hell.
statistics are extremely low, try not to run into this spider. Poison isn't the most terrible weapon of the arthropods.
Let's see what
All
it is.
spiders on Earth are carnivores and feed on flesh of incapacitated
Yeah,
a
that's something
person for
LA,
several
bro.
days. And this
Fuck
isn't the
no,
same as
bruh.
taking time off work like we do
Fuck
today.
Black Widows.
Then the world was full of dangers, and a bitten person could easily have had to say goodbye
don't know what he's
to
talking about
life
at this point.
while in a paralyzed state.
That black woman
But
got me
today,
fucked.
spiders don't pose much of a threat to humanity. Rather, they even help, because the venom of many individuals is actively used in medicine to treat a wide variety of diseases. And spiders eat harmful insects. In one cave in Spain, a drawing was found that is more than 10,000 years old. It shows a spider as a pet, saving a person from the dominance of flies. So, don't be afraid of spiders. Just
Fuck
treat them
no.
well and they'll never attack you first. Try to live in harmony with nature. And as always, thank you for watching.
That same with Black Widow, bro. That Black Widow's got me tripping, bro. I ain't trying to be in that symptom for like 2 days, bro. What the hell? But if you enjoyed that, subscribe at the live road to 1,000. Join the fam. Road to 2,000 now. I still keep getting that shit mixed up, but and I'm not. Let's get it.